Good afternoon. It is April the 14th, 2016. Time to recap today's trading. We came in this morning wanting to sell 77s to 81s. The high looks like it's 81.75. We wanted to buy 69s to 73s. Looks like the low is 71 3/4. The low is 71 3/4. The high is 81 3/4. 10 points. Magic. Somebody's going to take profits there on a 10-handle run. We talked about our monkey trades. Using the blue line as guidance, short, long, short, and then plus or minus over here. 2 losing trades if you're a monkey trader. It would have given you a bottom line, even with those 2 losing trades. So what for tomorrow? We got some news tomorrow that can shake the markets. As long as we stay on the F1 screen, as long as we stay above that 2030 area, we can get to 2095, 96. And you know, I'm of the mind that the E-mini moves directionally. That hurts the most people short term, and we've got a short squeeze going right now. We've had 2 special meetings by the Fed. Their language has turned dovish. And Yellen met with Obama on Monday, and then yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, she came out and said, it's all for the American people. Everything we're doing is for the American people. We're going to keep the economy going, good jobs, all the rest of it, low inflation. You know, I don't want to editorialize on the meaning or the emptiness of her words, but it's what comes out of D.C. right now. And I mean, you just have to see what the market's doing and then join them. That's just the way to do it. So F1 screen, higher low, higher high. We can trade higher if we close above 75. I believe the market is headed to 2095, 2096. Okay, we've got a pretty square distribution right now. If you'd put a line, 50% into this distribution, time and volume are pretty close to being matched. It's not perfect. Maybe volume's a little bit lower, but that's the way you figure out which side of the distribution has the volume. And so we got a pause day right here. And like I said, tomorrow industrial production minus 1/10. Empire Index +3. Industrial product capacity utilization 74.5. Consumer sentiment 91.8. And Baker Hughes, which is probably going to be lower. Last week was at 484 total on North America. Think of all the gasoline and everything that we use. Only 484 years rigs operating, and some of that's for natural gas. Okay, the focus will be industrial production. Number 1, it can move the markets, and consumer sentiment number 2. Both these numbers can come in lower than forecast. So with a close here at 76, we're selling 79s to 83s or 84s. Sell 1. Then we're going to make it 85 to 88 for sell 2. Going to pick up this high volume number, that attractor right there. Right now, structure still says we're trading higher. On the buy side, we'll put our 69.73 back out there. If we get lucky on a little dip, and then 60 to 65. I'm going to put a question mark at 75. If we can't crack 75, then I'll trade iron. In fact, why don't we just make it 70 to 75? Well, let's make it 70 to 75 and leave it at that. Like to get it done 73 or better. Okay, we were lower today. It was a 30-year auction, reasonably good auction. Nobody any problems with it. The We liked buying into early weakness. We were able to execute at our levels on the buy side and produce good trades. We could also sell failure to trade higher, which also produced good trades for us. So when looking at this, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it off the F1. F2. Definitely a B, definitely pointed lower. Now what usually happens without news is a pause day. And my guess is right now that we're going to close the market at 130.13, 130.14 for tomorrow, on the idea we're going to have a pause day. But we do have industrial production and consumer sentiment to get through. And that could change things. And if someone put a gun to your head right here, you're going to find a place to sell it. So we're at 9.5. We're going to sell 12s to 16s. Sell 1. 19 to 23. Sell 2. On the buy side, I think we're going to head a little bit lower. So 4 to 8. Buy 1. And then 01 to 29. Buy 2. Looking at the 30-year, pretty square, volumes above time. That's off the knob spreading. First resistance is in that 10 area. So we're going to circle 8 to 12. Make that number 1. First sell 15 to 19, sell 1. Then 24 to 28, sell 2. On the buy side, supports at the buck, so 28 to the buck is number 1. 21.25, buy 1. 9 to 13, buy 2. This profile and distribution, shape-wise, says higher, volume skewed to time. We're in a trading range with a seller at 166, and we have had a buyer below 164.28. Okay, gold got whacked, got hit pretty hard and closed weak. Still think it'll be Bob. That's a pretty big day down. We got to the 30 area. We're at 25 right now, so I think at 15 to 17 area is probably best support as it stands right now if we get through 25. I got a low volume number at 26 basically. We've got the attractor down here at 19. We are pointed lower. So stops below 25, pretty aggressive, 23, 25, buy 1. And then we'll make 15, 17, buy 2. On the sell side, 29 to 31, sell 1. 34, 36, sell 2. Okay, I still haven't figured out how to play that 1427 dump or explosion to the upside in crude oil. I don't know what the dynamics are for that, but there's a hell of a trade there. It's a big one. Get it right. Okay, put all this together. Do a K-split. There's that 1427 dump. Here's the day session. And now, gonna try to do it this way. So, we did get to our 41.25, 41.50, which is where we were this morning. So maybe a little lower. Again, I don't think we're going to see any heavy selling. Maybe on the close tomorrow for the Doha meeting. I just don't see what Doha is going to bring to the table. 50 to 75 early, so we kind of like my inclination is to be long by weakness tomorrow morning. 41.75, 42, sell 1. 42 and a quarter, 42.50, sell 2. Euro tried to break. We're looking at a B pattern today. Didn't produce a lot to the downside. In fact, off this morning's news, it was a buy until ran into our sell number 2. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it, which fits my fundamental outlook for the market. And our number 2 area, 13.15.25, held up pretty well. I mean, we're back where we were, 113 even. So 95 to 113 even, sell 1. 15 to 25, sell 2. Really shouldn't get much above 113 if this market's going to break tomorrow. 50 to 60, buy 1. And then 25, buy 2. That's it for April the 14th, 2016. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. Y'all have a great evening.